Hello and welcome to the Dead Air Dudes. I'm Izzy.
I'm Raka, and you are Dead Dudes Nation. Hello, everyone out there. Pound it down, baby. Pound it down. We got some good stuff here today. And today we're going to review a animated series. And what say
From
you?
Amazon Prime. It is Robert Kirkman's Invincible. Okay.
Dun, dun,
From
dun. Or
Image
like I like to call
Skybound.
the boys animated version.
Yeah, this is a hyper violent, which is pretty close to actually the actual comic. With some subtle differences, subtle changes in characters and whatever else. But it is an animated series which is aimed completely at adults and not kids. So each
Yes.
episode is approximately an hour, 48 minutes. And so far, 6 episodes, I think, so far we're up to, I think. As of the moment we are producing this podcast, Sunday. And
I think it might be 5, but 5 episodes out, 6 coming out Friday. It premiered on March 26th.
Right, and the season consists of 8 episodes, so we're getting to the nitty gritty. Starting off, it's you have Mark Grayson / Invincible, played by Steven Yeun of Walking Dead fame. You have his mother, Debbie Grayson, played by Sandra Oh. Nolan Grayson, or Omni-Man, by J.K. Simmons. Amber Bennett, played by Zazie Beetz.
Great voice, by the way, J.K. Simmons.
Great voice. And Adam Eve by Jillian Jacobs. We're not going to go through all the other names because it's a great voice cast of good actors. Like you have Walter Goggins and, Zachary Quinto and, Ezekiel himself, Carrie Payton, Mark Hamill's in. You have a bunch of guys, who and what makes this show cool or interesting or different is that even in the comic form, it, I wouldn't say didn't make fun of Marvel and DC, but it kind of
more DC.
It kind of said, kind of snubbed his nose a little bit. It was like, all right, this is my version of how things should be, and
it's kind of like training wheels off version.
Yes, I mean anything and everything could happen in this show, and it does, and the blood spills very freely. I mean, and real quick, I always get this the wording wrong. The Virtumite.
Vitramite or whatever the planet that he's from.
Virtumite is a planet where Omni-Man is from, and if you look at it, it's a very similar origin story to Superman.
Viltrumite.
And he's an alien who over there they're all super powered. Came to our planet to save the world.
It's not Superman like, it's straight lifted. I mean, besides Kryptonite, which we don't know of, which very well, I can't be a spoiler, I'm just speculating. There could be a Kryptonite.
Super strong, has
he's the
vision,
strongest
and
thing on the planet.
Flies and the whole, and is seemingly indestructible. And he marries Earth human, and they have a kid, which is Mark Grayson, and
everything revolves around him. He is the main character. So
he has powers.
He just come to realize his powers, and this is where I say this is the Boys 2.0 animated version, because the son, who's half human, half Viltrum, just realizes he has some power. So Daddy wants to cultivate him and bring him along. I think you get the impression that he's very frustrated that it's not coming along faster.
Yeah.
But he does not realize all the time that his son is also half human. So he's not as strong as him. He's not as fast. He's not as developed, blah, 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 blah. Where this show takes off in a spectacular fashion is that, as you mentioned before, the ultra violent nature of it kicks major ass.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
it's usually unexpected because
well, the
as
language is
a
great
comic,
too.
well, yes, as
They
a
curse
comic,
like mofos.
you grow up and you say, okay, well, Superman's never going to kill anyone, and you're not expecting this, and all of a sudden, someone's head gets ripped off, and you're like, holy shit,
And he enjoys it.
and he enjoys it, and the violence, and there's a couple things that I don't fully understand, maybe someone who's more versed in the comics, just I admit I did not read it when it first came out, you know.
Are we doing spoilers? Because there's a big spoiler. Well, you know what? It's episode 2. And if this is not a spoiler, but this catches the hook for you, and it's probably out there, anything
I
you
mean,
read.
yeah, the video's out. I mean, the everyone who
It's out.
yeah,
So
now
the big
go ahead.
the big thing
Spoilers
is,
abound. Spoilers abound.
yeah, what is it? The Guardians of the Galaxy, the Guardians of the Globe,
Is it
whatever they call
Guardians of
themselves.
the Globe or something?
The
Something.
Guardians of the Globe. So basically, it's the Super Friends, right? In this version, and Omni Man tricks them into getting together, and then like a switch goes off, and he goes ape shit on them. It's basically Superman against all the Super Friends, but not punch them, knock them out, knock them dead, subdue them. Rips their heart out, eye beams and fries them, tears the Superwoman, Wonder Woman counterpart head right around.
Yep. Man,
Freaking awesome.
Exorcist right here.
They left no. I give it. They're very creative with killing people.
Yeah, the Flash counterpart. I mean, just you just need. I'm not gonna say it.
You need to watch it.
The way he's dispatched.
You need to watch it, and then they threw in a Hellboy counterpart.
Yeah. They did beat his ass, but of course it took the whole Justice League
to take him down.
Take him down because he killed everyone. But
then there's
he gets taken. He's beaten as well.
This is what I do love about Kirkman's vehicle here is that it is a conglomeration of superheroes and comic books. And if you out there are completely clueless from this planet, Kirkman very first and foremost is a comic book head.
Yes.
And so, he started to make a comic.
He's head of Image right now.
Yeah, he had many attempts, failed attempts. I wouldn't want to use that word, but maybe not as successful attempts at comic books before he got success with The Walking Dead. And so he's always had this other comic book in mind. And now that he's got the resources to do it, it's out there. Again, it's visceral, it's crazy, it's violent, it's vulgar, it's a kid also growing up in the new world with new superpowers.
That is the part where actually it kind of I guess there would be the Marvel part.
And the Shield part.
Exactly. Of how this kid is basically Peter Parker without being smart. Like Peter Parker, I guess, in a way.
And there's a Shield counterpart, which is basically the underground hush men in black
global. Hold on, I have it somewhere. The global defense something or the other.
Yeah, and they're trying to monitor the superheroes, obviously, because they have their superpowers and the supervillains all over the place.
Yes. There you
go. But they're also scared of Omni-Man. They know he killed them all. But they can't kill Omni-Man. So rather than turn on Omni-Man and he annihilates humankind, they're testing whatever ways they can to kill his blood, which fights everything off. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane and in the best way possible.
It is, and then even the
hyper violent,
and even the romantic relationships are out of control.
Yeah. I mean,
funny and realistic and awkward and all you could think of. I mean, I'm gonna leave it at that. You have fun with that.
And the voice acting is top notch. I mean, you forget that it's Glenn, So
yeah, I mean,
and you also, for everybody interested, it's also person of color who's he's actually half He's half Korean. I do believe. I think they're Korean. I do believe.
Yeah, and one thing of note, which I totally enjoyed, not just the animation, the writing, the dialogue, the actors, the voiceovers, the soundtrack is kick ass.
Yes, they
It's
actually really went out of their way to
very eclectic,
really, yeah, to
completely appropriate at times. Rock, hip hop, rap, R&B, you name it. It goes. It makes it more a real film experience
yeah.
than just some canned animation soundtracks and side effects. Really good songs, appropriate at the time, perfect, gets you in the mood. I mean, all around fabulous job.
So all in all, let's give it a review and let's get out of here. A rating. Sorry, there you go.
I mean, for right now, as far as animations go, um, five Super Friends. I don't know what you want to give it. It's a top five for me. Not too much, any lulls, no dull moments. I am eagerly awaiting every episode that comes. I'm thoroughly entertained. Not to mention the clever, campy ways he puts Invincible all the time.
Yeah,
Like somebody's about to say something, or you're going to be. And
yeah,
then,
and you're invincible.
I love it. I love it all around. I love it. One of the best things I'm watching right now.
I give it out of five Super Friends. I give it 4.5 out of five Super Friends, and that's only because as a comic head, I have a couple things which again I don't know. Maybe you guys can enlighten me on. If he's invincible, why do you guys ask me so much? Meaning, like,
I
does
think that's
body,
part of the.
does his
I,
body regenerate? Does it not regenerate? How
he
invulnerable?
regenerates well from episode 3 or 4. I think you're right on, and I think it's on purpose. It's like calling yourself Superman, but you're not really super.
No, no, yeah, I get that. It's a little bit too on the nose. Yeah, I get that. It's kind of like oh yeah, I'm invincible when
Well,
he's
he's nothing but.
not really invincible. That's my only little quip against it. And yeah,
So you watching it
well
right
done.
now. Continue watching. Send us your comments. If you're not watching, why not? It's on Prime right now. Go get it. Who doesn't have Prime? Come on, go get it. Go watch it. Enjoy it.
Yeah. And please like, comment, subscribe to this video. We're going. This leads us into very soon. We're preparing all the stuff to bring the comics 101. So all you comic heads and non-comic heads, get ready for that coming up real soon. That being said, I'm Izzy.
I'm Raka.
Take care, guys.